Hey, what is going on, guys? ESO here, and I am back to bring another build video to you guys. This one is a Magblade. I've been liking Magblade a lot. I'm gonna show you guys an open world build, and dueling build. Both of them work pretty well. I don't think I've seen anyone using the monster set that I'm using, and I don't know if I've seen people using the exact build that I'm about to show you guys, but I haven't seen it thus far. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, probably someone's used this before in the past, but either way, I think it's working very well for me, and it gives you a lot of survivability open world, which right now Magblade lacks. Next patch, it'll be even better not sustained survivability, meaning that this will probably be an even better set and better build to run next patch than right now. The damage is also great on this build, so I mean, it's going to be working very well for both patches in my opinion. I still got to test them out, and I'll probably do some tweaks for next patch, but overall, pretty sure this will work both ways, and you could probably max this whole thing out and still be good to go. But yeah, let's get right into it. The gear that I'm wearing, so this is the open world build. Alright, you could use this for dueling. You're not going to get as much damage as like you can with the other set that I'll show you, but you know. So we're going to use Necro, then we're going to use Mighty Chuden. Actually, I want this impen, but you know, screw it. Reinforce is all I got for right now. Mighty Chuden head and shoulder. You might be wondering why I'm using Mighty Chuden 2-piece instead of just 1-1 to get resistances, or using what's it called, Armor Master. Personally, Armor Master hits really good, yeah, but I feel like you could just pull more damage with this and still have great survivability. Now, the reason I'm using Mighty Chuden is because, I mean, it gives you resistances, right? And it also gives you max health, meaning better shields. But the main part is a 2-piece, which gains Major Ward and Major Resolve at all times. And I've noticed that a lot of my Magblade, where's the passive? I actually have no idea where it is. Is it here? Wow, I got that first try. This right here, your Major Resolve buffs only last for 9 seconds, which I mean isn't the worst, right? But like, what do I have to proc it again? I literally have, so you do have Shadow Image and you have Fear, but I've noticed that I've had this buff Major Resolve down way too many times, and it's made me just squishy over time. So I really like to use this just to have it 100% uptime, and I've noticed a big difference in my resistances. You don't have to run this, but I recommend this for a 2-piece. You could try 1-1, it might be better. You could also go Armor Master, like a full set, instead of using the 2-piece, but I personally like this build more. I'm also using Kagernax, mainly because I was thinking of what's a set that would hit really good with Necro, that's like kind of similar to Julianos in damage wise, but not exact, but gives some recovery. And this is that exact build. I meant that exact set. It gives you some mag, some recov, also gives you health again, which is really nice, and a lot of spell damage. So in general, this is really good for open world. This is gonna help you survive really well. I also have, how many triglyphs? I think 3. One on the legs, one on the chest and head. No, I have 2. I have 2 triglyphs, one on legs and one on head. Here's the jewelry, all arcane at the moment. I don't know if I'm gonna change it to infused. I probably will soon. Spell damage, and a mag recov. And yeah, that's the open world build. When I go to dueling, I normally like to wear spell strat, right? Because spell strat's really nice. If you want to be tankier in a duel, you could run spell strat and Kagernax. You'll still be hitting hard, but just not amazing. If you want to be hitting really hard, use spell strat and Necro together, and it'll be really good in duels. For 2-piece in duels, you could still use the Mighty Chuden. I think I still do that as well. You could just swap it out for 1-1 again. If you want more damage, you could go Scoria, but you're not going to be tanky. And yeah, those are the 2 builds. One's for dueling, the Necro, and Spell Strat, just to recap. And for open world, it's Kagranax and Necro. I mean, you could use Spell Strat open world, but you're not going to be hitting numerous people for a lot of damage. You'll just be hitting one person and focusing them really hard. And yeah, let me show you guys the we're using the Mage, we're a Vampire, and we're using Witch Mothers. You could be using Citrus Fillet, I just don't have it right now. So here's our stats buffed. We have, that's my back bar, 47k max mag, 20k health outside of PvP, 2000 mag recuv, 2.8k spell damage, and 43% crit. Decent resistances, not crazy, but you know, they're, considering that's 100% uptime, I'll take it. Crit resist can be a little higher. It will most likely be 2.9 if I change my head to impen soon, so yeah. So all in all, really good stats. This build hits really hard. My skills in the front bar is, this varies sometimes, LE Drain. You can use LE Drain in duels in my opinion more, but I like to swap it out when I go open world to Blur. What morph? I do Mirage mostly, so that I could get more resistances when I go open world. So that then my resistances are looking like this more, and it's really nice. You could also use, I use Mass Hysteria, Inner Light, Merciless Resolve, Swallow Soul, and Soul Harvest front bar. Back bar, I have Shadow Image. I also have Mutagen here. It's not level 4 yet, but you know, it's still doing great. You could also replace this with Dark Cloak, which heals you really well. I haven't tried it recently, but they both work really well. Mutagen saved my life like countless occasions. Really, like just the, what is it called? When you drop below 20%, it just saves you almost every time, at least for me. Healing wards, I mean, it's just healing ward, you know, it's like, it's not amazing, but it's not terrible. Harness, Crippling Grasp, and Soul Tether. And another thing about healing ward and Mutagen, the ideal thing to do is to get a Black Rose Resto staff, so that if you use this healing ward and then you pop a Mutagen after, it'll just be really great heals. And yeah, what am I missing? Let's see, pretty sure CP. Here's my champion points. They can be altered as any way you like. This isn't the best way, this is just the way I play it. And yeah, got 56 Elfborn, 64 Elemental, 40 Spell Erosion, 18 Staff Expert, 72 Master at Arms, 20 Shattering Blows, 61 Ironclad, 16 Spell Shield, 45 Resistant, 22 Light Armor Focus, 43 Hardy, 43 Elemental Defender, and 40 Thick Skinned, 51 Warlord, 1 Enciphoner because it counts as a, what is it called? It counts as a harmful effect on Templar, so if they purify it counts. Tenacity 49, 64 Arcanist, 10 with Foul. In my opinion, you don't need a ton in this really, but you know, you could if you want. Tumbling 44, Shadow Ward 51, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I went over everything. This build's been treating me very well. Again, I don't see many people running Mighty Chuden. You might look at the resistances and be like, wow, that's not really that crazy, but if you try it, I guarantee you'll notice that there's a difference and that it works really well. But yeah, that's the build. That's my Magblade for right now. It should work for the Wrathstone patch and Elsweyr. And yeah, I think that's about it, guys. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. I don't think I am though. I might put some clips at the end to show how this build works. If not, then I might just put a separate video out for it. So watch out for that. And yeah, I think that's it. So I'll see you guys later in the next video. And ESO out. See you guys.